Okay, Manus has made a huge update because you are now able to work with your own local files. So you're not limited to just upload files or recover them from Google Drive or whatever. Now you can interact fully with your own computer. So this feature is named My Computer right here. And you can select specific local folders, so you're always in control, basically. You're not just able to allow your whole computer to be used by Manus. But right here, for example, I have this second brain folder, and I will showcase you basically three different examples to showcase the possibility with this new My Computer feature. And it's kind of a paradigm shift because now your own computer is being used by an agent. So you're not, again, limited to interacting with an agent from cloud, but now your specific computer folders, documents can be leveraged by the agent. Quick tip, however, you can just here adjust the kind of model you want to use. So for this first example, I will use the light one. And as you can see, it uses 50% less credits. So that's a good thing. For this, again, first example, I want to ask a quick question. Right here in this folder, as you can see, I have multiple files. So some of them are Markdown, others are PDFs, and I want Manus to act as a second brain. So if you're familiar with NotebookLM, for example, you know that you are able to just throw at it videos, PDFs, documents, presentations, and NotebookLM will be able to just understand all of your own sources. So you're not just limited to the web, but you can be much more reliable. And now you can do the exact same thing, but using Manus. So with your own documents again, you're not just limited to uploading things. It just works with your whole computer if you want to. So here I will just always allow. That's a good thing as well because you're always in control. You can basically say, okay, you can have access to this specific folder or another one and not just my whole computer if I want. And here we are. So we have our answer. And again, as you can see here in the thinking part, let's say this way, it has already understood that magnesium was the thing I was asking about. So it searched in the right file inside my second brain directory, locally again, and just provided the right answer for it. That's a pretty good thing. You can just build your whole second brain locally with your own files and just iterate on it. But let's continue with another example because this one was quite simple. I'm just asking to recover a specific file and to answer a specific question. But now I want Manus to just interact with my files and sort them. So again, here I have the same folder. And as you can see, we have different topics in it. So some are health related, but some of them are also philosophy related. And I want Manus to understand my files and just sort them in different folders. So I will just ask to sort all the files in my second brain into two different folders, philosophy and health. And to do so, I will again just allow and attach my second brain folder to it and basically send the prompt. And now the agent will be able to just dig into each file and sort them. And by the way, it's multimodal. So if you have, for example, different photos from different perspectives, subjects, etc., Manus will be able to understand them and sort them as well. So it's not just limited to text. Again, I will allow Manus to proceed in this specific folder. And you can see live how it's working. So right here, as you can see, it's listing all the files inside the folder, then searching inside the files themselves. It has already created the two folders and now it's just checking, verifying things. And if I go back here, as you can see, I already have one folder, the second one, and I'm not touching my keyboard, as you can see, and everything is just working by itself, so I can just move the window a bit, let's resize it. So we can see both Manus and the local folder. And now is just working to move the different files according to to the content inside the different folders it has just created. And you saw it live, but just everything was moved inside the right, hopefully, folders. So let's just double check it. And as you can see, Manus again is trying to just double check everything. But let's just take a look at our local folders right here. As you can see, I have set the right files actually inside it. And inside the philosophy one, the two right files are moved here. So they're just perfect. As you can see, you can just sort your files and interact with them. Actually, the agents will interact with them very efficiently. And that's just amazing because you can do this for basically thousands of files at once. So you're not just limited to a few dozens that like have done here, but the sky is the limit basically when it comes to sorting things and interacting with files. And at the end, we have even a recap with the different files that have been sorted inside the different folders. So it's just perfect. And the last use case I want to showcase is how you can use it as an alternative to Cloud Code, for example. So basically use it to build your own software, web pages, and whatever. And that's quite impressive because again, it will work with your local folders and basically act as your own coding agent. So it's an all-in-one tool in some way. For this task, however, we are going to switch from the lights model to the just regular one because it will be a coding task, so a bit more, let's say, challenging for the model. And again, I will attach a second folder this time, which is Health AI, because I want to create something brand new, which is a very polished and well-designed landing page for a fictional project. And I want to add another layer of complexity above it. So right here, I will just add a quick space because I want to leverage specific skill. If you're not familiar with skills, skills are basically a way to provide additional instructions, guidelines, and how to guides to your agents. And Manus is compatible with those skills, so you can import whatever you want. So right here, you have this plus button, so you can just click on it. And here, as you can see, I have this material syncing one. And material is syncing and material design 3 is just a design language created by Google. And I want my landing page to use this specific design language. So that's a great way to design very appealing things without having something too generic from an AI agent or a coding model. Again, here I have my empty file, which is health AI. That's the one I've just attached to Manus, and I will just proceed by sending the prompt. And that's a very interesting one because, again, we are asking to code a brand new thing, but also leverage some skills and everything created inside our local computer. And right here, we can see that it has just started to understand what material design is. So to basically leverage a skill before creating our landing page. It has already created the index.html file and now working on the CSS with N3 expressive designs, tokens, and animations. So that's very interesting to see that it's actually leveraging our skill behind the scene. And it's done. Amazing. So we can see that we have now the conclusion, basically, the results, with the confirmation that our skill has been used, and also the different files right here. So let's take a look at them. And yeah, as we can see right here, we have our brand new files, which has been generated again by Manus, but inside our own local computer. So let's just open this index.html thing. And as you can see, it has nothing to do with the usual landing pages generated by AI because it's using our own language system, not mine, but the one I have imported inside the skill with all this rounded and different color schemes. So that's just, again, absolutely perfect. Everything is functional on this landing page. And yeah, again, everything was generated inside our own local files, so I can just reuse them if I want to with another coding agent or just continue to iterate with Manus AI, which is, again, just amazing when you think about it. Hope this was useful. Again, as you saw, you can just build your second brain directly leveraging your local files, but also interact with your files, understand them, sort them, and even replace your usual coding agent to build new things, software, landing pages, and so on, using this new My Computer feature inside Manus.